They call it simply the club, and that's what it is. A club for people who want to relax, meet friends, and have fun. In 2012, this particular club had a big birthday. 50 years at the heart of one of the world's most enigmatic kingdoms. And it all started so modestly, back in 1962. Some of the club's founding members got together in London in June 2011 to tell the story.
Well, it simply came about because we were having a dinner party. You know, in Abu Dhabi there was nothing else to do except have friends round to eat or drink or something like that. So that's what you did. And we had friends round, and one of them, Bob Arnold, said he was fed up with the bachelors coming round to his house, knocking on his door at 7 o'clock every evening. He said, why don't we try and form a club?
And so a club was eventually established, initiated by the pair of them.
He sent out the invitations to meet in a certain area in the desert. Maybe we met somewhere centrally, and then the line of people went out to the desert.
It was a typically British way to start a club. Dressed as pirates, the guests happily walked the plank and partied into the night. The late Sheikh Shakabut bin Sultan Al Nahyan saw the benefits an expatriates club could bring to Abu Dhabi and graciously gave the founders permission to open the club.
Initially, in fact, venued in what was then known as Henderson's Folly, which was a derelict, abandoned building on a slight promontory. Of course, no electricity, no water, no anything.
By 1962, the oil had begun to flow and money poured into Abu Dhabi. But development was slow. And in 1966, there was a transition that kick-started the Emirates' growth. His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan took the reins of government and embarked on an ambitious plan to take Abu Dhabi into the 20th century and prepare it for the 21st.
When I first arrived there, I realized that there was a problem, there were no single girls, and I had come down from Bahrain, and I said, let's get some single girls down here. So I chartered a plane, small plane, and we brought down 8 single ladies. The initial party was at the club. We threw a lot of parties.
Some of the parties broke new ground in the region.
I claim that I am the first DJ in Abu Dhabi. And basically it was a bit like, I thought, a Punch and Judy show almost, in that I had a little box made, you know, with a microphone in which I spoke through. And I had the top 20 sent out from London, and then I recorded them on my reel-to-reel tape recorder, and I also had the records they sent out, the discs they sent out of the top 20. And so I was switching from one to the other and talking, and that was in late 1969, I think.
As Abu Dhabi grew, so did the club, and His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan generously granted it new lands so that it could thrive and grow. And it did. With a very international membership that reached over 2,000, it quickly became the place to go. In 1975, the BBC's Listener magazine visited and concluded that if you go to Abu Dhabi and cannot dine with the ruler, then the club is the best place to eat.
There were lots of arguments about the name, and it was a time when British imperialism had a really bad name. And, you know, the British started all kinds of clubs in India and various places where the locals were not even allowed. So it was a very strong message. This is not a British club. This was just the club.
With its simple, all-inclusive name, it wasn't long before the club's increasingly diverse membership was seen as an asset to Abu Dhabi's present and future. The club is now an integral part of life in Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates. It's one of the fastest growing places on earth, a place where civilizations meet and ancient traditions exist alongside 21st century commerce. So it's no surprise to find a place like the club here. You'd expect it.
The club is certainly recognised as being unique within Abu Dhabi. It's 50 years old this year, so it predates the Federation by 9 years itself. What makes it particularly unique is the fact that it's run for and by the club members. Being a not-for-profit organisation, the focus is certainly on member satisfaction rather than on commercial gain.
Calling the place simply the club might make some think it's stuffy and old-fashioned. But what strikes you when you walk in is the fact that it's got a very diverse membership. All nationalities, all ages and backgrounds.
I can't imagine living here in Abu Dhabi without the club being here. I come here every day after work. It's somewhere where I can come, play squash and then relax. And there are plenty of restaurants here and bars, and it's just a great place to unwind.
When you come down, there's always going to be someone you know, and so that means that, yeah, I'm always down here playing sports with friends and the beach and that kind of thing. Actually, I've been to a few gyms around Abu Dhabi, and this one is just fantastically equipped. It's yeah, by far better than even the hotel gyms as well.
The club, great place, family spot, business spot, friend spot, and they're all different languages, accents, but in the club they become one. Members.
Coming out of school, it was the great treat, you know, it was marvellous. We're going to the club today, and they would come and their friends would be here.
The members seem to treat the club as a second home, which keeps them coming back again and again. And they also relish the chance to party, and even dress up a little, or a lot.
Every year we have a big welcome party for members, especially after going for a summer holiday, by providing complimentary food and dinner and fun all night long. All our team are putting their effort, and it's all teamwork, and I think it's going to be an awesome night.
The staff know what they're doing, and what they are doing is setting up for a function tonight where we're expecting between 1,500 and 1,800 members. Tonight's theme is the toga theme, so it's struck the imagination of a lot of members.
We bring the food out here. These are all the beach right up to the end there, and we start from this area where there's a show bar. We have the drinks and the bar open there. We have special food stalls here which have the different types of food. We have a buffet out here, and we go further down under the pool deck where we have a different buffet. All right, Amrajit, we are ready to go? Yes. Everything ready? Just going to start making some seafood now for marinara. That's a heap of black mussels coming in. We're going to cook some pasta very soon. Manjula is making mushroom risotto, as you can see. He's just sorting off the mushrooms, and then we have the risotto rice with some white wine and cream and some chicken stock. So it'll be a nice tasty risotto, I hope so. Isn't it? Yes, sir. Okay, very good. And here we have a new chef in town. Yeah?
I'm just preparing everything for the game tonight for the adults, so should be interesting. They're going to hang these on a limbo pole, and then hopefully the members will be up for playing the game where they hang them and then they have to go and eat them. We'll see how that goes.
Our favorite spot to come for recreation.
Better than any other club in the UAE.
The club doesn't usually need an excuse to put on a party, but its 50th year was a great opportunity for a series of celebrations. The festivities started on New Year's Eve, where a model of Henderson's Folly acted as a stark reminder of how the place had changed over the years. The parties continued throughout the year, always well supplied and well catered. Celebrity chef Brian Turner discovered that the club was built on its excellent culinary heritage over the last 4 decades.
Coming to the club, now it's like being in Little England, in Abu Dhabi, and I have to say, everywhere I go, there's another bar, another dining room, another operation, and everybody has been so wonderful. It's been great fun.
The 2012 celebrations proved that the founding spirit of the club is definitely alive and kicking.
One of the things that I am most proud of about being a member of the club is the global family that the club has built with those 30,000 members from 84 different countries. It really is a model for international relations, and it echoes in a way that of the United Arab Emirates, the way that it embraces so many cultures, so many nationalities, so many different backgrounds, and so many people.
Even Prince Andrew couldn't resist the temptation to drop in and join the fun.
So without further ado, I'm going to whip this off.
Behind the scenes, the club is run like a five-star operation, with staff who are highly trained and focused on delivering the best service possible, doing whatever it takes to get everything just right.
It is work for us, but at the same time it is fun, and we're all enjoying being here and entertaining our members, and also enjoying being in the Middle East. Okay, we'll see you later then. Yeah.
The club might be half a century old, but it's not a place that rests on its laurels. The people in charge are always looking for ways to make it better.
Here we are, nearly 50 years later, all of us proud of the fact that we are members, and I carry an honorary membership card, and it's nice to think that I have that card. We all hope that it continues to flourish.
It's the developments we've made within the club, especially over the last few years, where we've really increased the facilities. In the last 10 years, we've increased the food and beverage outlets to 13 now. We've introduced a new health complex, a new water sports centre, and generally increased the appearance of the club throughout.
The club's original membership was diverse, and it's become even more so over the years.
We have more than 86 nationalities as members here. It's a place where it comes to one nationality. So it's a club, it's a nationality here.
I feel like I'm home here. I feel comfortable and relaxed with my wife, and the people here are nice, the atmosphere is nice, and it's a safe haven for children as well.
And wherever the members come from, either overseas or Abu Dhabi itself, it's very clear that they make the most of the wide range of facilities on offer.
I get involved with beach activity with my family and my kids. Early evening, I join my fellow members for a snooker or playing darts or watching some tennis games. Or will be an activity in the club like a quiz night.
We have races that happens on a weekly basis every Friday. These for the adults, and we have a training for the kids and the adults. We have training that runs throughout the week. Races-wise, we have races every week, and we have different series. We race basically the whole year.
The area that draws me most to the club is probably the stage and the Dramatic Society. Given the opportunity to get back into drama and acting is the main reason why I go to the club.
So racket sports actively involved in Abu Dhabi leagues, and they continually provide enough teams into the league on a consistent basis. So if we look at squash, the squash has varied between 2 and 4 teams every single year into the league, and I'm still of the opinion that we could provide even more teams. And the same with the tennis. Tennis is consistently putting a high number of 4 to 5 teams every year into the league, which obviously plays a big part in the activities in Abu Dhabi itself.
The club has the feel of an elegant, relaxed hotel, which brings members back again and again.
Very often we describe ourselves as a hotel without rooms. That, I think, is a fairly accurate assessment, other than the fact that our guests are our members, and they're here 365 days a year. So rather than having a guest for 3 or 4 days and disappearing again, or for a 2-week period if you're maybe a resort hotel, we've got members on a regular basis. And some of our members are here every day of the year.
It's very family orientated as well, so we have the beach for children, the pool, we also have a place called the Fun Zone with PS3 computers and a large screen for a mini cinema style thing going on up there. We also have a family room for people to come just with children and eat there and enjoy, and the children can play outside while the adults are inside. And then there's loads of restaurants and places to eat indoors, outdoors by the beach. So a lot going on.
I've been in the club for about 28 years, and it's my second home, basically. It's a lovely place, lovely people, well managed, and I think the best in town.
And every year they keep on adding something good for the members.
But the family atmosphere still exists, though there have been a lot of changes for the good. But the family atmosphere is still there. That's what keeps on bringing more members.
Nothing stands still, especially in Abu Dhabi. The club has gone from a pirate party in a folly to a luxurious place with over 4,500 members from around the world. And Abu Dhabi has grown from just 7,000 inhabitants in the 60s to 2.9 million at the end of 2011. "2011 was also the year in which the club was recognised as the best British social club outside of the United Kingdom by the Telegraph's Best of British Global Awards.
The vision of, as I see the club developing, is to keep up with the plans of Abu Dhabi and the way that Abu Dhabi has developed and will be developing itself, particularly with respect to the Abu Dhabi 2030 plan. And there are major plans for this part of Abu Dhabi, the port area, to be improved, and we as a facility must keep up with those improvements.
We're very much in line with the vision of Abu Dhabi 2030. We work and we talk, and we're in constant discussions with the powers that be, the Urban Planning Council. The authorities seem to be very much in agreement with them. They like what we do, they support what we do, we support what they do, and it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. We're very buoyant for the coming years.
And it's provided a superb place that really everybody wants to join in Abu Dhabi. It's tremendous value for money. It's tremendous facilities they have now. They're second to none really in the health centre and the sailing and the sports facilities. So it really has provided a wonderful place, and I think it would have made a lot of difference to many people.
And to tell you the truth, I'm really proud to be a member of this club and be part of it.
It's just